But yeah, move somewhere that's more affordable, man. Move to the South. Move to Oklahoma. Shoot. Move to Louisiana. Go to Bossier. You get you some good food. Listen, women down there, they just want a piece of a man. You doing
I'm dead.
you're doing
Please.
like 95% better than most of the men in my city.
Down with that one.
I'm a 32-year-old male that embarrassingly lives at home with my dad in California. I'll be vague and say that I live somewhere near Monterey that is scantily populated. I don't know nothing about Cali, so Cali peeps, let me know. I have a degree in accounting and do rudimentary cost accounting as well as manage accounts payable at a food processor. Pay is $27.50 per hour, which is about $57,200 base pay, but after all the overtime I work, it amounts to $70,000. My bonus is 1,000 working hours, so that's $27,500. So this year I grossed about $98,000. Doesn't get you far on the coast of California. We also get the full 25% into our 401ks each year. So in April, I'll get another 23,000 into my 401k. My job is the epitome of a stable job. I get along with my coworkers. My boss is very kind and generous with bonuses and 401k distribution. Great health insurance. It is a good environment to work in with a 10 to 15 minute commute. However, it's just not a lot going on in Monterey socially for me. Monterey Bay doesn't seem to be an area to meet people my age. My good friend just moved out of state, leaving me with hardly anyone to talk to. And is it very expensive to live on your own on the coast of California, especially with my low base pay?
Ooh.
I desperately want to move to a city where there's more people around, especially people my age, date and get married and be independent, of course. Every day I fantasize about being in a more populated area with lots of people my age to meet. Every kind of accounting job I apply to in a city is either out of my league as far as the skills I have to have or doesn't pay enough, aka accounts payable jobs. I've applied and been rejected so many times or been solicited by recruiters for jobs that seem a bit out of my league skill wise. Our CFO closes the books and deals with financial statements, not me. That is what all higher paying jobs want. I'm stuck in the no man's land of accounting. I'm wondering how I can get a job in cost accounting in a bigger city or if I'm better off pivoting out of cost accounting and manufacturing to some other industry altogether. It is torture mentally for me to continue staying here. I have $40,000 in cash, $250,000 in investments, and $245,000 in my 401k. So I often hear about how brutal this job market is, and now I believe it. So many rejections. Oh
That just
man.
made me so sad.
Um.
It's so hard out here.
See, this is the difference between men and women. I'm not sad.
Because you were so rough.
No, he's 32 and he didn't say he had kids.
He don't have no kids.
His dad is letting him stay. So I'm going to presume that maybe the mom and dad were together and they divorced, and so he's staying with his dad. With that being said,
32, staying with your dad. But he's in Cali.
but so
Hey,
he is.
Cali is crazy.
But the good thing is he has some money saved up.
Which that's what I'm saying. So he need to be investing in something to get him to the next level,
That
career wise.
he needs to pivot, I think, or he needs to be. He seems like a passive guy. Could be. I know this because I've had calls. No, I've had calls with these guys where it was a guy we had a consult, and I said, "All right, man, I'm just gonna be blunt with you right here. You don't sound very confident. I want to presume you don't have a girlfriend either." He said, "Nah, I don't." He said, "That's a problem area I got too," and I was like, "Yeah, you're not confident. I can tell this guy isn't confident. He possibly doesn't." Whatever he likes, women or men, whatever it is. Either way it goes, somebody gonna want somebody that's confident at least. I would say he gonna have to start networking.
For sure.
And he needs to get out of California.
Wait, what part of Cali is he in?
Monterey.
Bye.
He needs to get out of California. He's 32. He got some money saved up. He can afford.
Because he's saying he wants to move somewhere. Like, you already in the big city.
I would tell him to probably go try to find a similar job somewhere else that pays. It's probably paid a similar amount of money.
But it won't be such a heavy burden because your cost of living in Cali is...
Yeah, and so you got enough money saved up to where you could probably pay all your bills for like 2 years.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that he do that, and then since this is a tech podcast, he needs a part-time job. I say, hey, you've been doing accounting stuff, get help, maybe switch to help desk, and then, or let's say if he's a GRC guy, get technical, learn about GRC, learn about NIST, ISO, there's a couple other ones. Learn about systems, get your CISA, learn about the cloud, start applying to some GRC auditing type of roles. Try to do something audited or something. You got a financial background, attention to detail. That's a lot of things that you do. The more and more technical you get, he's going to get better offers. So eventually he's going to be past that $50,000 mark. It's going to be 60, 70, 80, 90.
What was his annual?
Like just base pay was like $2,750, so like $57,000.
Oh my God, that's not no money in
But he still
California.
but he still make more than other people.
Yeah.
So I would highly suggest that he move.
I would highly suggest that he move too, for sure.
And like I said, he got some decent money in his 401k.
But that'd be like moving be like life changing for
yeah,
real.
but he 32 and he don't have no kids.
Moving be life changing is what I'm saying. Yeah.
So if he wanna,
He said he wanna get married. Okay,
he wanna
exactly.
have friends, move to the South. Move to Oklahoma. Shoot, move to Louisiana. Go to Bossier. You get you some good food. Listen, women down there, they just want a piece of a man.
I'm dead.
You're doing
Please.
like 95% better than most of the men in my city. So
Same.
I would say go there. Go to Columbus.
Don't go to my city though.
Go to Columbus.
We from Columbus.
I'm from Columbus.
I'm from Columbus.
They can be like, man, what these people talking about? But
if you know, you know.
But no, I would say that I would also say to get more confident. I don't know what your body type is. I would say work out.
Working out does help build your confidence.
And I'm not gonna lie, bro. A lot of times when you find a partner that you really like and you want to, like, your love for them wants you to do better for yourself.
Yeah.
You'll get on your stuff.
You'll get on your Zoom.
And you'll want to do better. So
That's gonna be a good clip. Clock that.
you'll want to do better so you can provide in case you do have a kid. You're like, you probably are one of those guys that
needs a woman to kick it into gear. Yeah.
I think he needs that. But unfortunately, he's in the era. This is where, like, a lot of guys that used to call into the Godfather, they had all them issues. They are dealing with the women that's saying, "Oh, you need 6 foot. You need to be 6 foot, 6 figures, however many other inches you like. You need all that." That's what they wanted for these guys. So they are dealing with them. But I would tell you to get out of superficial areas and go somewhere where people just want to make it work, because you make $57,000. Now you go find you a woman that make $35,000, $40,000.
That's
y'all almost at $100,000.
That's a lot better than you just having 57 by yourself. And I don't like when people try to negate when somebody is making less than 75,000 with,
sure.
like, with 2 people. Because if 2 people are making 50, just like you said, that's 100. One person making 75, one person making 30, it still helps.
Yeah,
Period.
I just think most people are just snooty, and it reminds me of, did you see on TikTok where this guy, I don't know if he's a pastor or something, but he pretty much started this whole trend of these different TikTok videos where he was saying classism is killing dating.
But I could see it.
It's a long one, but he was talking about how, like, women and men, like, people think it's just the women, but it's also men. Like, if they come from a certain family or they're a doctor or something, they only want to talk to these type of women, and vice versa and all that. And how we're talking about, hey, some of y'all are the first people in y'all family to be probably making good money. Like, y'all can't really just be classes yet. Y'all didn't come from an elite family that had generations and generations of wealth. Get with somebody that can already take care of themselves. So, like, ladies, if this is a type of guy that's interested in you, but you're not trying to pay him no mind, he's not a settler because
and he's not a loser because he got a job. He's trying. He got some money saved up. He's just in a different
area. If he was anywhere else, he could live by himself.
He would probably be up for sure. And he just needs some support. I don't know what his social life is like. You know what I mean?
No, I really
he has
just
a mentor. He probably needs a mentor.
He needs a mentor, but I just think his dad.
I'm dead.
No, I think his dad loves him a lot, and his dad doesn't have the heart to be like,
you got to get out and figure it out.
It's different from when I came up. Stuff was cheaper. That's why I was able to get this. And today's time, I wouldn't be able to afford to stay in California. I'll help support you any way I can. I think it's best that you leave the state. That's what he should tell his son.
I think sometimes too, as parents, we hinder. Maybe not in this particular situation, but sometimes you do as the parent.
You do hinder if you don't force your child to be
figure it
uncomfortable.
out. Exactly. Like sometimes you need to be like, look, you've been staying with me for 5 years. It's time for you to figure it out. You need to go and figure it out. You need to be out by this date. Because if you don't let people figure it out, they'll never figure it out. Especially, he said he wants a wife. If you're gonna be a leader of your household.
Yeah. And you still got time, bro. You still can get on your grind within the next, if you 32, you got 8 years, bro. You still can get married at 40 and still have kids and everything. Like my mom and dad started over again. My dad was 40. Now the kids is pretty much grown. I got a 21-year-old brother, a 20-year-old brother, and my little sister will be 18 this year. So you still got time to have kids and all that, but get yourself together first. So I know you probably don't never see this, but if it's somebody that's dealing with what this person's dealing with, and you got to be in California, the numbers ain't got to be saying maybe not making $2,750, maybe you making $1,550, whatever. The same thing gonna go to this. You making $1,550, go find you another part-time job that's paying another $10 an hour. Do that. You don't. What Kevin used to say? You just need. You don't need to be at home. You need to be able just go home to
Sleep.
sleep, and shower. But that's what we call the 3 S's.
Yeah.
So that's what you need to do.
Get that money up, run it up. I will say though, I do feel like this might be a little bit of controversial, but I do feel like people from up north know how to run it up and stack bread. Not having these $80,000-$90,000 careers. Like I know a lot of people back home, and honestly, it's a lot of women and men who know how to run up that bag.
No, for
working
sure.
at factories, working at Amazon, working at places like that. And I think it's either in you or it's not.
Well, I think what's happening with that guy is just he's just in an area where, like, I put it like this: if he was making $2,750 in Shreveport, he could actually afford a house.
Back home too, for sure.
So he's just in an area that he just
the cost of living is too high for him.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit like that out here now.
It is. It's crazy out here. And do you remember when you could go apply for a place and get approved today? Now it takes so long for you to be able to move somewhere.
Really?
Yeah,
I know.
because it's a lot of scams going on. It's a lot of fake check stubs. It's a lot of what's the I was going to say CPNs.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I was going to say CDLs. It's a lot of CPN usage going on. So I think that it's important for people to understand that life is different in different areas. You might can go and be in one state and get approved today and move in. You might move somewhere else, and this is going to take you some time. Mm-hmm. And the requirements are different. They might want them bank statements. Them check stubs don't be enough because they've been getting finessed for so long.
Nah, that's facts, though. That's facts.
All right.